Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Southern Life, the old Southern Hood Vlogs, the old Florida Hood Vlogs. Today, we're going to talk about 10 incredible things to do in Florida. For all the crap I talk about Florida, it is an incredible state, and there are some things you can do in Florida that sometimes you can't even do it in other states. It's sadly most tourists, they fall for the tourist traps and they get to miss the real beauty and the real attractions, the incredible natural wonders that the state of Florida has to offer. So here's 10 things that you can do in Florida that you probably can't do in other states. 10 incredible things you can do in Florida. And there's so much to list. It's kind of like a 96 Honda Civic on Craigslist. There's just too much to list in the description. So I'm going to give you guys just 10 awesome things that you can do in Florida. You know, just because I say something bad about Florida doesn't mean I hate Florida. It doesn't mean I hate every single person in Florida, unless you live in Lehigh, and then in that case I might. Just kidding, y'all. I mean, every state has pros and cons, and sometimes when I make a video showing the cons about Florida, people think I hate Florida. No! I spent 20 years of my life there. I got my family there. I got so many memories there. It's just time for me to move on and find new experiences. But if you're exploring Florida, these are 10 experiences you may personally want to go on. And before we move forward, breaking news: people in Lehigh Acres, Florida, who recently moved there from New England are mentioning on social media that the town has gone to crap since recent arrivals from New England came and ruined everything. They think they should do something to stop the flow of people just like them from coming to Lehigh, just like they did. Isn't that kind of ironic? I recently saw a guy on Facebook complaining about how horrible life is in Lehigh, and I thought maybe I could tell this guy about Prattville, Alabama. And then I saw his Facebook profile, and I was like, you know, let's leave this guy in Lehigh where he belongs. We don't want that crap here. Alright, y'all, so you guys ready for this list of 10 incredible things to do in Florida? Let's do it! Number 1 is the Mullet Run. From August to November, Mullet began to head southwards from the Carolinas and Georgia to the warmer waters along the Florida Atlantic coast. The Mullet can travel in giant schools, thousands of fish, the tarpon, the shark, all the other big fish get involved. They're being chased by predatory fish. It's really incredible to see the Mullet Run. It's something that if you've never seen it, it's incredible. You'll see sharks, you'll see tarpon, you'll see the water just blowing up with thousands of fish. It's an incredible thing to see, so keep an eye out for the Mullet Run, and it's a really fun thing to do. Also, my friends are telling me that in the Florida-Alabama border, they do a mullet toss, where they toss mullet across the border. I'm not sure if that's related, but anyways, somebody told me about something like that. Now, most people would say mullet is nasty. They would never eat it. They just don't know how to cook it right. In North Florida, they smoke the mullet, and in the Caribbean islands, we like to fry it to a deep yellow. See, people in the United States like to eat fish barely cooked, and that's okay for a lot of species. But the mullet, you gotta fry the fish to a deep yellow to burn all the little sticky substances. So if you've heard people say mullet is disgusting, it's not. It's actually really good meat. You just have to know how to cook it right. And if you see how fat I was in Florida, it's because it's so hot and humid here in Alabama. I'm actually losing weight, y'all. So the new attractive, more physically defined Jose without the beer belly coming soon, courtesy of Alabama. It really is so hot and humid in Florida that you really can't be outside much. Not here with cool weather. I find myself outside doing yard work all day long. I really think I'm going to lose some weight. So, yeah, that's one negative thing about Florida. But we're talking about incredible things about Florida. It's not that there aren't incredible things to do in Florida. There's so many incredible things to do in Florida. Unfortunately, I found myself constantly missing out on things I wanted to do because it was so hot and humid and unbearable outside. Number 2. Swimming with eagle rays. Now, this isn't something you choose to do. If you're in Florida, you're going to spend a lot of time on the water, on the beach, and eventually you'll get to experience really cool things. And this is one of those really cool experiences that I had in Florida, being able to swim with eagle rays. Generally a very shy species. You're not really going to get close to them. Usually, spotted eagle rays are afraid of divers. They're really difficult to approach. However, they are really dangerous to humans. They have a venomous tail with a spine that can inflict really serious wounds. So these animals are really dangerous. So if they approach you, be very careful. but it's an incredible experience. And if it's not the spotted eagle race, maybe it's going to be a manatee, maybe it's going to be a dolphin. Keep in mind, a lot of animals are protected, so you're not allowed to approach them, but if they approach you, it's an awesome experience. And again, very majestic, especially knowing that the animal has so much power. So yeah, amazing thing to do in Florida. Eventually, if you spend enough time on the beach, you will get to experience these really cool things. Generally a very shy species. You're not really going to get close to them usually. Spotted eagle rays are afraid of divers. They're really difficult to approach. However, they are really dangerous to humans. They have a venomous tail with a spine that can inflict really serious wounds. So these animals are really dangerous. So if they approach you, be very careful. But it's an incredible experience. And if it's not the spotted eagle race, maybe it's going to be a manatee, maybe it's going to be a dolphin. Keep in mind, a lot of animals are protected, so you're not allowed to approach them. But if they approach you, it's an awesome experience. And again, very majestic, especially knowing that the animal has so much power. So yeah, amazing thing to do in Florida. Eventually, if you spend enough time on the beach, you will get to experience these really cool things. Generally a very shy species. You're not really going to get close to them usually. Spotted eagle rays are afraid of divers. They're really difficult to approach. However, they are really dangerous to humans. They have a venomous tail with a spine that can inflict really serious wounds. So these animals are really dangerous. So if they approach you, be very careful. But it's an incredible experience. And if it's not the spotted eagle race, maybe it's going to be a manatee, maybe it's going to be a dolphin. Keep in mind, a lot of animals are protected, so you're not allowed to approach them. But if they approach you, it's an awesome experience. And again, very majestic, especially knowing that the animal has so much power. So yeah, amazing thing to do in Florida. Eventually, if you spend enough time on the beach, you will get to experience these really cool things. Oh, look how close we are. Oh, dude. Number 3 is to canoe or kayak. Yes, manpower on the water. One of the best ways really to experience Florida is like this. You just get out there, get a canoe, get a kayak, get one of those surfboard things you can walk on, one of those things called paddle boards, whatever. Get out there and experience Florida from the water. It's fun. It's good exercise. Most people exercise. Jose exercises. Anyways, it's a really good workout. Except for me, I got a little electric motor, so I wouldn't have to do it. Be careful with the currents so you don't end up in the middle of the ocean. Be careful with animals. There's a lot of stuff you got to watch out for. Make sure you don't get hurt out there. Learn a little bit of safety before you get on the water. But definitely one of the best ways to enjoy Florida is from a canoe or a kayak. It's not quite like being on a boat. It's a totally different experience. Yeah, it's nice to have a boat and just go out there with an engine. But when you're out there with manpower, it's quieter. You can sneak up on stuff and you can get a good workout. It's a totally different experience. So when you go to the beach next time, consider being in really long lines of traffic. They're really affordable to rent. There's a lot of services where you can rent them, and there's also a lot of parks that will actually rent canoes and kayaks for you. There's also services where like 10 people can go out together, and like it's like a guided tour, and that way you don't have to worry too much about safety because the liability is on them. I mean, what could possibly go wrong other than maybe flipping over and dying, right? Number 4 is saltwater fishing. Florida really has the best saltwater fishing in the United States, and the best way to do it is with live bait. I'll give you guys a few tips. After fishing Florida for 20 years, a lot of people come fishing in Florida and they just can't get it right. So I'll give you guys some really awesome tips on the best way to do it. The best way to do it is to get yourself some live bait. We're about to meet some YouTube friends that watch my channel, and they want to meet me, so they should be fishing down here somewhere. And probably the best bait you can get is live shrimp, or if you catch shiners, also called greenbacks. But a cut up ladyfish is absolutely the best bait you're ever going to use. I missed it. I didn't miss it. I got a ladyfish out there, half a ladyfish, and it's starting to get some action. I got my friend from Georgia right here. Yeah, buddy. We're out here doing some Fort Myers Beach fishing. I already had a really nice bite, but I forgot the headpiece today. And that's when you catch the fish. We don't have the headpiece on you. My luck. But so far it's looking good out here. Beautiful day to be out here. There we go. Right there. So, we're doing this fishing for you, brother. And it's like, YouTube basics hit me up, you know?
Oh, nice.
Maybe you don't want to hurt the animals, you just want to look at them. Bird watching is another amazing thing that you can do in Florida. There's so many bird species in Florida, it's incredible, especially in the southern region of the state. So if you like bird watching, Florida's an amazing place to do it. And even if you don't like it, there's so many bird watching opportunities that you would actually probably just like it. There's a lot of blue herons, a lot of egrets, especially out in the Florida Everglades. It's really a unique habitat, so there's a lot of unique birds. Yeah, so if maybe you don't want to cut up a fish in half, that's too graphic for you, I totally get it. Bird watching is another great option. By the way, if you like fishing, though, Jose Likes Fishing, that's my YouTube channel about fishing. So if you like fishing, exploring Florida, check out that channel as well, Jose Likes Fishing. I don't upload too much to that channel anymore now that I'm in Alabama, but maybe soon I will. So if you like fishing, check out Jose Likes Fishing. Number 6 is look out for lizards. There's a lot of really weird reptilians in Florida. There's iguanas. This is called a Cuban night owl. They're an invasive Cuban that has destroyed a lot of natural. Cubans have destroyed a lot of things, and Cuban lizards are part of the whole package of destroying Florida. So yeah, they don't belong in Florida, but they're everywhere, and they're really neat to watch. Tranquilo, bro, I'm Cuban. I can say that, mi hermano, take it easy. So there's land iguanas, there's tree iguanas. I was in Homestead, Florida, in the city, and there's these lizards from like all these other islands in the Caribbean. So just about everywhere you go in Florida, you're going to encounter all types of weird lizards, especially in the southern region around Homestead, West Palm Beach, and in Southwest Florida as well. In the canals and Cape Coral, they have these Nile monitors even, so I believe it's really crazy. So look out for Florida lizards, and you'll find them anywhere from parks to urban settings to it's just about anywhere in Florida. So look out for iguanas, lizards, all types of reptilians. Again, most of them don't belong in Florida, and they are invasive. They're actually destroying the natural birds and the natural wildlife, but oh well, who cares? They're there. Something to look at, makes it interesting. It's Florida anyway, so even the lizards come here to snowbird and whatnot, I guess. Vacation. Number 7 is to explore the Florida Everglades. Yes, go on US 41. One of my favorite roads is called Turner River Road. It's in Collier County, just east of Naples. If you haven't explored the Florida Everglades, you're missing out on a lot. It's really the best natural wonder of Florida. It's a habitat unlike anything you're ever going to experience. It's really wild out there. A lot of people are scared of the alligators. They're scared of the snakes and all that crap. But just be careful. Don't go near the water and you'll be okay. And yes, expect to find alligators everywhere, where it's on the grass, on a trail, anywhere you go. Expect to find them. If you're expecting them there, they'll won't surprise you, hopefully. And it's an amazing experience. Do not be afraid of the Everglades. Get out there. You'll see panthers. You'll see bobcats. You'll see black bears. Oh, look at how close it got. Come here, baby. On one of our last trips, Katie and I got to see a really massive black bear. This is a cottonmouth. Another thing you really got to watch out for. They're not going to move out of the way for you, so you got to watch out for those. So yeah, be careful, but don't let the animals scare you into not going there. Turner River Road, again, is a really awesome road you can go on. It's a two-wheel drive road most of the year, unless there's a lot of heavy flooding. And you should be able to go out there and really get to see some incredible wildlife. So don't let the animals scare you from enjoying the wildlife. Get out in the Florida Everglades. It's amazing. I know a lot of people are scared of alligators. It's really bad publicity in the media. Alligators, I've never been eaten by an alligator, but I've eaten a lot of alligators. You can eat alligator in a lot of Florida restaurants. In Southwest Florida, you can get it at the Bass Pro Shop in Estero, Florida. So definitely do not let the fear of animals discourage you from enjoying the Everglades. If anything, that's the reason you should want to go there. At night, definitely more dangerous. Then they're more active. But other than that, hopefully you won't get eaten by an alligator. And if the notion of going off-roading or on a dirt road scares you, there's also Highway 29. It goes from Immokalee to Everglades City. You'll get to see a lot of the Florida Everglades habitat on that road without having to leave the pavement. Number 8 is extreme low tide. If you've never gone shelling extreme low tide, now this occurs not every day. It's like once in a while you'll have these extreme low tides, so you can go on the internet and you can look at the tide charts for an area, and every once in a while you'll have like a super extreme low tide. When these things happen, they're really cool, especially if there's an offshore wind or a hurricane or something that adds to it. If you've never seen like the bottom of the ocean, it's incredible. There's a lot of animals down there you weren't even aware of that were there. So a lot of times these things get stranded and people will kind of go to the beach to put them back in the water so they don't die. So if you're some type of a humanitarian or a tree hugger, this is definitely up your alley, since we've been recommending catching and killing fish and stuff like that. Anyways, if you like animals, this is something you can do. You can go to the beach when there's an extreme low tide and put these things back in the water so they don't die. And you'll get to see some really cool animals. So extreme low tide, not everybody that lives in Florida has experienced this, but if you watch out for it, they're really fun. It's incredible. And I'm just going to let this video play so you guys can enjoy how beautiful it is when the water just recedes and you get to see all these incredible animals. So enjoy the rest of this little clip. And be careful as well. A lot of these shells can sting you, bite you, and they're poisonous or venomous. A lot of them, not all, but some are. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And we're going to hook you guys up with some awesome stuff that other channels just can't do it because they're not as good as me. Na pila casquero lo que son. Ya tú sabes, mi hermano. Number 9 is Lover's Key State Park. This place is really incredible. It has Mound Key, which is an island that was built by Native Americans. It's a giant shell mound island. This park has everything from fishing to canoe rentals to amazing white beaches. You got the beach on one side, you got the backwaters, you got bridges, you got fishing piers. This park really has a little bit of everything. To get on Mound Key, you need a boat. Now, I've gone there for canoe or kayak, but that's very dangerous because it's a really long stretch. You're better off with a motorized boat. There is a fee to enter the park, and I believe it's something like $8, but it's well worth it. So please consider going to Lover's Key State Park. You're going to have a great time, and you're going to get to experience a lot of the things we've talked about on this video.
He's humongous.
I know. He's hooked right on the edge of the mouth there.
I think it's 18 to 28.
28?
Yeah.
Check, it's 26.
26?
Yeah.
No, it's bent his tail. It's 23 now.
I think it's
27.
18 to 27.
Yep.
Between 18 and 27, right?
Yep.
Guess what?
He's 26.
26, it's legal. All right. Hey, all right. Awesome. Number 10 is horseshoe crab season. Now, there's a time of the year in Florida where horseshoe crabs come onto the shore and make love to each other in groups. There's a word for that. I just can't say it on YouTube. But pretty much, yeah, that's what's going on there. It's basically a bunch of horseshoe crabs making love. It's kind of like the Las Vegas of crab season, where a bunch of crabs get together and kind of do their thing. If you've ever seen this, it's incredible. And it only happens like 1 or 2 days a year. I don't know exactly the timing. I'm sure you can look it up. But it has to do with the moon, so it's probably different every year. But it's like a few days a year where all the crabs come to the shore and kind of make love to each other. It's something that can only happen in Florida. There's a bunch of crabs kind of doing whatever that is. But yeah, it's an incredible thing to see, and it's only like for a brief period of time. So if you've ever wanted to see a bunch of crabs making love to each other, it's incredible, and it's only found in Florida. I'm not really sure about how this works, but usually underneath the bridge there's hundreds of them. Let's see if there's... Oh yeah, they're here. So, as you can see, it is quite a gathering of these animals. And at nighttime, by nightfall, there will be more of them. So we're not even started yet. Yeah, there'll be more of them by nighttime. By nighttime, you won't even be able to walk out here when they all come out to make love. So this spot, this is a pretty popular location for horseshoe crab mating, if you can call it that.